You called.
Promised I'd call, didn't I?
Promising's one thing, keeping it's a whole other bag. So, managed to learn anything?
Evelyn's not at Clouds anymore. Behavioral chip was damaged. Apparently they carted her off to a ripper doc goes by Fingers.
Oh shit.
Know where to find this Fingers character?
Yeah, runs a dinky chop shop off Jig Jig Street. Fuck V. Guy's all kinds of bad news.
Heading there now, to find her.
I told her to stay the fuck away from Clouds. Alright, later, V.
What's up with this fucking neighborhood?
What is happening?
I can't die.
Place has a wicked vibe.
He chipped you for free.
Here, kid. What's the rush?
Yeah? Gear looks a little basic, but it works.
He didn't ask for any money. Nada? Not even a song?
Like I said,
Don't do this!
Oh, gracious creature and benign! Visiting through these elements of pure, through the world with bloody stain imbrued!
the hell are they taking?
Prince the king of all we owned!
Probably
I pray to him,
it's a
should
fabric.
for thy peace!
Cream
Arise!
right. Sounds like paradise.
Fingers. Know where I can find
24
them?
hours, you feel no
If I
pain.
could, I'd
Barely
swap,
remember
you know?
a thing afterwards.
Why does everything have
Who
to
can
be
blame them then?
so damn convoluted? In the end, all I got left are shredded cables and empty bottles.
Following a one-year employment period within the WCS, visa holders can earn the right to permanent residence, a marriage license, and a single-child permit. In Northern Europe,
Hey!
Hands off! You will be when every Mox in town descends on this shithole.
You got a financial claim? Take it to court, you
Fuck
pussy.
off and leave me be!
Hope that
I
teaches
get
those
it.
candy-ass
Everyone's got
cocksuckers
that.
not to come round here no more.
And you go fuck off to greener
found heaven on
Hello? There's a line. Nuh-uh, you ain't cutting.
Sit your ass
Fingers
down and
guy.
wait your
You
turn!
know him?
Heard some things, yeah.
Like...
His hand sometimes slips.
Glad to see a familiar face.
Come on, you pull that number out
I'm worried sick about her, V. Had no idea anything had happened.
We'll find her. I know we will.
Who paid for all that? Think Fingers would have fixed
After the heist, Evelyn holed up with the Mox for a while, right?
That's right.
So why the hell did she go back to Clouds?
Thought she'd be safer there. God knows why. tried to get her to see straight, but she wouldn't listen.
You talked to Fingers yet?
If only. He's harder to get in to see than the best docs in town. We're gonna be here forever. I just know it. Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front?
Why me?
I don't think they like me. Just give it a shot. That or come up with something better.
She means a lot to you, doesn't she?
And you've arrived at that conclusion how exactly?
The moment you knew where she was, you sprang into action.
Once you get close to Evelyn, you never want to let her go.
You worked at Clouds.
Not as a doll. Tuned their virtues. That's where I met Ev, Tom, and the rest of the crew.
Think Evelyn's being kept here somewhere?
On the one hand, hope she is, because I want her back fast. But on the other, hope to God no, because who knows what that sick fuck could have done to her.
You seen a woman with blue hair around here? Had a doll chip.
Think I know who you're talking about. Fingers worked on her, sure.
She's still here?
No idea. Gotta ask him.
My friend here, she's in really sorry shape. Couldn't let us cut in front just this once.
Of course. Honey, be my guest.
Well, now hold on a sec. Didn't seem so bad just a minute ago.
She's a toughie. Keeps it inside, mostly.
Now try
Come on,
to open
let's
those
go.
luscious lips of yours. How about now?
Better. Wait, something's wrong. Can't see nothing but a blur.
Faceplate's previous owner had a longer face than you. Just stretching out your nerves. Don't worry. Your eyes
Think
will
he's done.
adjust.
We going in?
Eventually. Yes? Hello? What can I do for you?
Looking for a girl named Evelyn Parker. I know she was here in your clinic.
Ah, so that's what this is about.
Where is she?
A loaded question if I've ever heard one. You Tiger Claws? Far as I know, I'm all paid up.
We're with the Mox.
The Mox? Why didn't you say so? So, what brings you here?
Forget why we're here?
Used to ride with nomads. Resourceful folk. Wouldn't cast aside anything until it was worn down, dead. Couldn't be fixed or reused in some other way. But what you're giving these girls, not even nomads would touch that.
Please, let's not exaggerate. I give them what I can. You looking for a friend?
These girls know you're chipping faulty implants.
You might say so. I'd say they're the very best I can find. See?
What's in it for you?
Whatever they have to offer. And they always have something to offer.
You're a sick fuck. Know that?
You looking for a friend?
Heard you help the working girls around here.
Well, very few children will play with broken toys. So when skin goes flabby, sockets go out of whack, implants malfunction, I'm sure you get the gist. You pay for goods, you expect top quality. Consumerism 101.
Please. Scrapyards offer better quality than this.
Already told you. I'm looking for a woman named Evelyn Parker. Need to know where she is.
Step into my office, please. Many girls come through here. So many. But let me put it to you this way. I believe in giving each of them the personal touch. Ask anyone. I'll be more than glad to show you around. But, later, perhaps. Of course.
Suggest you start remembering all you can. Either that or I'll make sure you never forget my face.
2 beefers from a BD studio took her. Didn't even know their names. They mentioned a moth of all things. Virtues with the death's head. Said she'd be good for the moth.
Need air. I'll be outside. I let her go back to Clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't.
Losing our cool won't do us any favors. It's a waste of time.
Oh, I'm cool. Real fucking cool with the fact that Ev's probably already dead.
You don't know that! And I'm sure as hell not gonna squander precious minutes we could spend looking.
Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. Better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me.
Death's Head symbol bring anything to mind. Anything. Doesn't matter how small.
This industry... I mean, market's looking for every kind of fetish out there. It's cavernous. But an XBD outfit'd be on the move, almost always. Makes them harder to nab, harder to sting.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
Could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Everyone, everything leaves something behind. Just need to know where to look. Lucky for me, I'm running around with the best BD specialist in town. That's an extra pair of expert eyes.
Well, your BD expert has a better idea. Pleasures of Night City, a domain with its twin on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let me think for a sec. No fixer in Westbrook. I'll drop her a line.
V, fixers don't hand out information right and left.
Done a couple of things for her. Not that she owes me, but let's see what she has to say.
Meantime, see if I can't find something on the NCP domain. I'll wait in the van.
Hello. You wanted to talk?
How's things, Wako?
This a prelude to whatever illegal favor you're about to ask me?
What? Never.
In that case, they couldn't be better. Kind of you to ask. And you?
Looking for a brain dance.
Oh, any particular one?
Logo on the casing? A Death's Head moth.
Whoa, now. That's quicksand. I'm waiting. You wanted to say something?
Know who makes them? Where they scroll them?
And do you know what a fixer does? Allow me to explain. Not only do I finalize transactions, I can accomplish the goddamn impossible.
Which would be...
Making sure the buyer, supplier, and ever-neglected intermediary not only keep their heads in the games, but keep them... What is it? So don't you ever ask me who, with whom, where, when, why, or how.
Can you get me one of those recordings?
Listen, I've seen what you can do. You've earned my respect, and I want you earning more of my eddies. So here's what's going to happen. I'll get you what you want. Just look out for a package.
Thanks, Wako. Where'll the pickup be?
I'll have my guy drop it off in a secure location. Sending you the coordinates now. My client wants something. You need to get it for me. Hello? You wanted to talk?
Don't rub me. Hot dogs hit the spot. Wonder what's in it.
You don't want to fuck with me?
Then clouds.
You want your teeth broken?
Well, don't you look delicious? Come here and let me have a lick.
What the hell's got you so weird?
Hop in.
Hey, V.
Let me get everything prepped. You make sure the wreath's snug on you. You'll watch while I edit in real time. The old one, too.
Ready when you are.
I want you to describe what you see. Might catch something I miss. V, editing mode's good to go. Dig around all you want.
Scav. Gotta be. No one else with that kind of fashion sense. Ordered recently. Electric corp patch on the coveralls. Scat woman. Who knew that besides chopping people up, they were scrolling XBDs? Can't beat that rich synth cough aroma. Cheap shit. Cold too. Buck a slice. Ordinary box. Decker, Tanaka, and Rogers logo. Standard for a trash heap. Coffee was cold. Like from the day before. Pizza looked fresh, though.
So?
Means someone's grabbing bucket slice regularly, which is not something one does for the flavor and fresh ingredients. Pizza shares its DNA with styrofoam. Nobody's gonna schlep across town for it. Heard shit like that before. Sounds like scabs to me. Radio's turned way up. Probably to drown out the screaming. Here we go. Old electric corp power plant in Charter Hill. Gotta make do with that for now. Nothing else to garner from the school. No time to lose. We gotta go there.
Definitely. Ride with me?
Unless you're a sucker for gridlock, that is. The lauded Delamain cab service has blocked the roads.
Let's get going.
On our way.
Remain murky. If any of you corpo rats are looking to score brownie points with a boss on your punctuality, better luck tomorrow. Stand
Still
here.
can't shake
The
it.
sun is down, but I hope
That
you're
virtue
still
sample
up.
we saw with the death set.
Is it a mirage? A hologram?
All they
No, my
scroll is
friends.
snuff.
It's clear
Stop it.
open skies. But don't
It'd have
take
to
it
be
from
utter
me.
gonks to
Get
waste
out
her on
there
something
and
like that.
enjoy the sun.
What do you mean?
We're talking about a girl who's not only a natural at what she does, but also's got a doll's implant. I mean, that's not a package you find lying out in the street.
care of it properly. Dumbass thought he'd get it.
And here we are.
You going in?
Find us a way inside. I'll hang back, scan the subnet, see if there's any blueprints of the complex lying around. Join you as soon as I find something. Let's link on Hollow till then.
All right, going in.
it.
If you're in such a hurry, you do it.
Looks like no one.
Heard shots. She's still alive? I'm here. Got no time to creep around.
Get yourself together!
What?
Not fucking good!
Got the blueprint. Be there in a sec. Try to find a way to lower that.
Found a way down. You see my position?
Yep, be there in a sec. Wait for me.
I'm here. We need to get to level -2. Bet that's where they're keeping her. Hear that?
We don't have enough methionine for today's batch.
Relax. We'll add our...
Fuck!
Looks like snuffs are only the tip of the iceberg.
Smells like propylmethionine. Must be cooking RPM here.
RPM. Used to sprinkle it on my breakfast.
Need to get into the hallway past this room.
Okay.
What about them?
I can always just get rid of them my way.
Your call, but you gotta make it now.
How do you know? I've seen his spot. I know.
He's the boss, isn't
Take him out quick.
That's a maintenance room. What I can store up.
Time to die!
Where are you?
Close to the studio. You find anything useful?
Read up the elevator. It should be easier to get out of here.
You fucked up!
You really don't fuck around, do you? Wait 1 sec for me.
What the fuck?
All right, I'm here. Let's find her. Hang in there, Ev.
That's Evelyn. Just don't touch her. If she's recording, you'll scramble her brain. Wait until I cut her link. Grab it and tell me when you're gonna yank it. I'll break the link at my end at the same time.
All right, let's do this.
Wait for my signal.
Here goes. Ready? And...
Now!
Thank God. Evelyn, you hear me?
Hey, Evelyn. I need you to tell me who hired you.
Seriously, V? You gotta do this now?
What's wrong with her?
Honestly, I don't know. She's gotta be seriously traumatized.
She okay to be moved? No brain hemorrhages, damage to the spine?
Doesn't seem to have any wounds. Guess we got no choice.
Let's get her somewhere safe.
Fast, too.
Which way?
I sealed the doors and managed to power the elevators.
Elevators it is, then.
Come on, is it really that hard? Please, just one. For me?
Fine, have it your way. Smoke to your lungs' content.
Ah, finally, something better than exhaust in the stench of the city. Don't tell me you don't feel it, too. We going in?
Let's give him a couple. You saw how she looked.
If it was up to me, I would have splashed some water on her face back at the studio and asked her straight up. I'm not about to stand around waiting for some dumb whore to finally wake up and realize what she's done.
It's not up to you, though, is it? Let's go. Oh, shit, not good.
She's sleeping. At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore. I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough, she already gave up everything she had. I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself. No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you. I just want you to know that.
You're mad at her. Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have
I
any
know.
other-
It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah, had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn.
Show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
Guess we'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on, V. I'll be
Hey.
the first to admit,
How you
this does
feeling?
not look good.
Need anything? Not here to nag. I know it's a bad time, but I gotta ask. You got any idea how to remove the biochip? Or know anyone else who might? Listen, Evelyn, I really need your help. It's important. If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
You're right. This is a complete waste of time. Well now, look at you.
Have a seat.
All right, roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Glad you managed to salvage him in the first place.
Needs a second to load. Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room.
What am I looking out for?
Every single piece. Take a look around if you want.
Can't see
Here
her
it
face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy to crack. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or someone's working it for her. I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Every single piece of tech
Who
I
the
see,
Voodoo Boys?
security.
But
We need a
that's
layout
just a
of the
hunch.
whole room.
Can't be 100% sure.
We will get everything else we
The
need from the
spine
village.
chilling Netrunner crew?
What
Hard
about
to
his
find
messages?
because they don't want to be. They
Only
wouldn't know
if
where
you
to
can
start.
do it in parfait belief.
It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual.
He starts talking about the biochip himself.
Might not be important.
Maybe, but
And-
all of them are from Pacifica. Narrows down our search, at least.
What now?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica.
And if he starts talking about the biochip
Where you
himself,
need
should I...
That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
What am I looking out for? Into flying theoretically with every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about if... What am I looking out for? By letting you... Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room.
What am I looking... Every single piece of tech I see? What about his messages?
Only... It's most important that he suspect nothing.
And if he starts talking about the biochip
You spin the
himself,
virtue,
should I...
the rest is none of your concern.
What am I looking out for? Into flying theoretically with every single piece
We
of
need
tech
a-
I see? Security?
We will
What
get
about his
everything else we
messages?
need from the virtue. Only if you can do it. It's most important that he suspect nothing.
And...
Try to be your...
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself,
You spin the
should
virtue,
I...
you... The rest is none of...
Alright, think we got everything.
What do you think?
Woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Now we know what happened to Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her chip.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into? I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. Pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Oui, oui, allez. Ou te gen raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, côté bien. Moi c'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur yon nos bout. Faut que nous prenions chance là. Vous gagnez plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail.
What language is she speaking?
Dunno. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I... Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side is saying.
Oui, oui, allez.
Try scanning the phone.
Oui.
Got it. Give it a second.
Heard her mention Yorinobu.
Probably why Evelyn buried this recording deep. Cut another name. Something like... Silverhand?
We have to know what they're saying. Could be important.
Fine. Just found the auto-translate package. Should get along fine with your system. I'll install it now.
Petit poupée a déjà allé?
Oui, lui aller. Ou t'es qu'une raison, moi c'est tout intelligent pour ça, pour t'es bien.
Ou pensez moi me dire la faire laisse-moi mais ça ou? Petit poupée a déjà allé?
Oui, lui aller. Oui, lui aller. Ou t'es qu'une raison, moi c'est tout intelligent.
Ou pensez moi me dire la faire nous problème?
On n'est pas enragé. En plus, c'est le plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur nos dos. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Moi t'as ramé quoi même j'avais oh. Qu'est-ce que Leon a mené nous direct sous Alt.
Nous gagnons plus mon idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est pour critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire le travail.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
All right, disconnecting.
I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago.
V, you got any idea?
Biochip we stole? It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff in my head.
Of course.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju wirehead, okay?
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Why? Worried that I'll give Evelyn up to him?
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... Well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
I'll ask around. Make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
No. Interesting.
Place looks like a fucking antique museum.
I guess you should feel right at home.
Chick's got taste. Except for one thing.
And what's that?
Way she looks at you. Don't pretend you haven't noticed. Makes you all mushy inside. I can feel it.
Didn't know she dabbled in robotics.
Now that's fucking Shimra. Think that's how she winds down?
After a day's work of tuning hardcore smut? Wouldn't be surprised.